Mm-hmm. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on what time zone you're in or what time you're watching this video. Today we are back with Token. This is Backburner, and I'm very excited. Token's been putting out banger after banger, and I'm sure this is no exception. So, without further ado, love you all. Let's jump right in, shall we? Let's go.
Bye-bye.
Yo, this beat goes hard.
I'm a grave digger, I'm a daydreamer and a night creeper. I'm a night crawler and a light sleeper with a black hoodie on a white beater. I'm a race mixer and a race winner and a fast learner and a cash earner. Made a mass, so I made a mass murder. Break her back to put her on a back burner.
God damn. God damn. For my path, killed the verdict, snake serpents in my grass. 8:30 when I met her out of charity. 12:20, I was deep inside her head like therapy. When I get faded, then I'm feeling clarity. I treat a rapper like it's just a parody. I hate it twice like Token had a parody. Everything that I say is getting stupider. Fuck all the stupidness, I'm in the stupider. I put a solar system on my wrist and my jewelers a Jewy. Put the Jew in Jupiter. In the county that orbit around me. I keep a girl to my left and a girl to my left. Made me take away all of the rights. Like she born as a stallion. Around me, get Benz in a Porsche Ferrari. No matter the size of her stomach, they'll probably be born with an Audi. My mom was divorced and my daddy. It felt like my daddy divorced me after. I wanted to see him running back, but I was alone like the quarterback. Backer. Oh, but he's making the throw. Ooh. God damn, this beat goes hard, man.
There's only one token, he cutthroat with a black lung from the gun smoke. Put it to my head with a drum roll. Will he do it? Will he not do it? All my neighbors think I'm making rap music. Only wear a smile as a costume. Examining my bars like it's the bar exam on my girlfriends. Turning my students on my girlfriends. They were bad. Ooh. Tattoo it. If you really hate me, baby, act like it. Put a gat to it. Leave me black. Looks like a new Adidas fucking tracksuit. It's talking trash flow and spinning bass to which I attract to it. I'm a crash dummy. I'm a crash out with a lot of money till the money crash. Rock a chucking mask, scare the hoes and give the bros a duffy bag.
Bro, his flow.
Black and yellow like a fucking honeycomb, cause a hoodie black, but the neck gold. Put him on a stretcher if he don't stretch. Fry him like a croquette. Black crows, hope I don't croak yet. See my crow's feet from a crow's nest.
Cause he's putting that work in, man. He doesn't have time for sleep.
So I made a mass murder, break her back to put her on the back. So I made a mass murder, break her back to put her on the back.
Dude, one thing I love too about the way it ends is like she ends up in the back of the shot, which just caters to this. Oh my god. Yo, Token's flow is like exceptional. It's so good. And it feels like it just keeps growing, like exponentially just keeps getting better and better. God, that was such a sick flow. This is like, so you know, like there are songs that get you like very hyped up. I feel like Token has been releasing banger after banger that has that vibe to it, that energy that just really gets you like, oh man, like almost like in like the zone, you know, or like beast mode or like whatever. But god damn, that felt so good. And the beat, oh my god, I said it so many times because like obviously it's amazing, but the beat mixed with like Token's insane flow mixed with the lyricism, what a banger. What an absolute banger. Oh god damn, Token is just knocking it out of the park over and over again. I also love how like they took such a simple like kind of shooting space and use that for like 90% of the footage, and that's brilliant. That's so good because it also is like even this building is kind of a little bit run down, which almost like alludes to the fact that he's come up from like from not even necessarily having been known very well, but now he's slowly getting more and more renowned. Because and then one of the things I love is like he says I put her on the back burner, and that obviously like that there's like he met her and then he like had a fling with her and then he kind of like let her go and was like, oh, sorry, you're not at the forefront of my thoughts. But and that is when you think about it, it sounds very chauvinistic, but there's another level to it too, where it's like the only space that he has for thought, like the primary thoughts that he has, is for his music and for the game that he's playing in the industry. And that's why she's being put on the back burner. And it's not necessarily, it has its like that element to it, but it's not just the aspect of like, I don't have time for this. It's like I'm so flooded with all the other things that I'm doing. I can't put you at the forefront of my mind. I have to put you on the back burner. That's fire. My God. Okay. Let's go back. That was sick. I'm gonna just cut into a couple of these bars because they were pretty nasty, man. God damn. This beat. Oh, I didn't even realize this. She's wearing a wedding dress, almost like she's ready for him to get married to him, and he's just thinking like, I'm putting you on the back burner, which is insane. Goddamn, that would suck, to be honest.
I'm a grave digger, I'm a day drinker and a night creeper. I'm a night crawler and a light sleeper with a black hoodie on a white beater. I'm a race mixer and a race winner and a fast learner and a cash earner. Made a mass, so I made a mass murder. Break it back to put her on a back burner.
God damn, that bar is,
Flame burner, stay searching for my path. Kill the verdict, snake serpents in my grass. Say 30 when I met her out of charity. 12
serpents in my grass. 'Cause it's like there's so many people out there in the wilderness, in the wild that is life, that he has to be careful of, right? Like this is why like snakes in the grass, when you mow in the lawn, you have to be careful, and like you usually cut the lawn so you can see the snakes, and that's what he's been doing. But he's making that green, and that's how he's doing it. He's literally cutting that grass, and that's why he's now able to see the snakes in this path, because obviously the people that don't necessarily want to wish you well always, they turn up more and more as you gain more and more renown and more success, and that's what he's seeing now, and that's fire.
30 when I met her out of charity. 12:20, I was deep inside her head like therapy. When I get faded, then I'm feeling clarity. I treat a rapper like he's just a parody. I hate it twice like Token had a parody. Everything that I say is
Token a parody. I hate her twice. Oh, it's so good because it's like pair of times I slept with her, but then also pair of the stuff downstairs, which is amazing because it's such a bar. But I really like that he says like seeing clarity when he gets faded, because it's actually like it's typically the opposite, right? Like when someone is faded, usually there's less clarity, and so maybe in his world there is that clarity because he gets to separate his mind from all the thoughts that are constantly running around all the time, and so it's almost like a separation from how much is just weighing on him with all the time, which is so fire.
Then I'm feeling clarity. I treat a rapper like he's just a parody. I hate it twice like Token had a parody. Everything that I say is getting stupider. Fucked on a stewardess, I'm in a stewarder. I put a solar system on my wrist and my jewelers a Jewy. Put the Jew in Jupiter. I got a core in the county that orbit around me.
I love that too. Like my, I have the solar system on my wrist because it's like the stars shining on my wrist, but the whole world is like he's literally got the weight of the solar system on his wrist. And I think there's two bars to that. One is like that's how clean his jewelry is, but two is like that's the weight that he feels every time he starts to put out music. It's like the weight of the whole solar system. That's a bar.
Solar system on my wrist and my jewelers a Jewy. Put the Jew in Jupiter. I got a core in the county that orbit around me.
They orbit around you.
Like she born as a stallion, I'm normally riding.
I'm not even touching that part.
Around me, a Benz and a Porsche Ferrari. No matter the size of their stomach, they'll probably be born with an Audi. My mom was divorced and my daddy, it felt like my daddy divorced me after. I wanted to see him running back, but I was alone like the quarterback.
Bro, that's damn right, because it's like this is again him finding a way to be vulnerable and attractive about braggadociousness, right? He's talking about the fact that his dad like divorced his mom, but at the same time it felt like he divorced him because it's like he left both of their lives at the same time, and the weight of that is can be crushing for a young individual, and obviously it had an impact on Token, but he wouldn't necessarily be where he's at now without that having happened, and you never know, right? And so it's like this weight of that loss is now weighing on him, and that's what he's putting into the rap so that we can see. And I really love that, and this is what I go back to all the time, is like when rappers put themselves on the track in a vulnerable state, it really gives us more than just a traditional track could, right? We get to see an aspect of humanity, we get to see an aspect of life that we see now through the track, and that's something I really, really appreciate about Token. And then we go to this line.
So I made a mass murder, break it back to put her on the back. There's only one token, he cutthroat with a black lung from the gun smoke. Put it to my head with a drum roll. Will he do it? Will he not do it? All my neighbors think I'm making rap music.
Oh, dude, I love that too, because it's like he's talking about his rapping ability, but then part of it is like he's got black lungs, so it's like he finds himself tightening up, and maybe that's like an allusion to the idea that like it's hard sometimes to reach into that depth, right? So it's a little bit harder to get it out, and so like that's why it's black lung. It's harder to breathe, but that's also the weight of just the industry that it puts on you, and so it's like literally hard to breathe, suffocating.
My head with a drum roll. Will he do it? Will he not do it? All my neighbors think I'm making rap.
And there you go. Do it, will he do it not?
Examining my bars like it's the bar exam. All my girlfriends turn to law students. All my girlfriends.
I love that too, because that's a bar. Because like all my girlfriends turn to law students, and it's like because they're doing the bar exam. But that's a couple things. One is like his bars, right? His lyrical bars, which are sick. But two is the fact that he's stacking up so much cash now, right? That ultimately it's like bars, like gold bars that they're stacking, and so he's like now they have to examine that, almost like counting it out, and that's why she's literally sitting on the couch counting money, and so like they're becoming law students because they're becoming lawyers basically, because not only are they examining his bars lyrically, but they're also examining his bars in terms of his finances. Oh man.
Examining my bars like it's the bar exam. All my girlfriends turn to law students. All my girlfriends, they were bastards. If you really love me, baby, tattoo it. If you really hate me, baby, act like it. Put a gat to it. Leave me black.
That's fire too. This goes back to the song they did with Ren, where he talks about like kind of the 0 to 100, right? So it's like if you love it, tattoo it, but if you don't, then put a gat to it. And it's like either you love me so much that you'll put my name on you like in permanent ink, or if you hate me, I'm still okay with that, because that's this love-hate relationship that we have. But if that's the case, put the gat to it. And it's like either way, it's got to be full 100% in one direction or the other, and that's fire. The dichotomy.
I'm a crash out with a lot of money till the money crash. Rock a trucking mask, scare the hoes and give the bros a duffel bag. I'm a walking, talking, fucking buddy pass. Black and yellow like a fucking honeycomb, cause a hoodie black, but the neck put him on a stretcher if he don't stretch. Fry him like a croquette. Black crows, hope I don't croak yet. See my crow's feet from a crow's nest.
Dude, I love that line, because it's like crow's feet is what you get. Like when one, your eyes are always like kind of squinting, but two is when you're always tired and you're putting in the work, right? And so like that's what you see. It's almost like you get them as you age as well. And then there's so many bars of this, because it's like it's the wisdom that he's got through age, but it's also just how much effort he puts into his music, which makes him so exhausted. And so you literally see the crow's feet from a crow's nest, which is on the top of a ship. To look out from the ship, you can see him even from a distance that he has crow's feet, because that's just how much work he puts in. But he's also so fly. Maybe that's why, because he's got crow's feet. That's God damn.
Croquette, black crows, hope I don't croak yet. See my crow's feet from a crow's nest.
And listen to how many crows are. I didn't even think about that, but that's such a freaking fire bar.
Put him on a stretcher if he don't stretch. Fry him like a croquette, black crows, hope I don't croak yet. See my crow's feet from a crow's nest.
Oh.
So I made a mass murder, break it back to put her on the back.
Oh, I didn't realize that she was using a lawnmower, wasn't she? So that goes back to the
So I made a mass murder, break it back to put her on the back.
I love that too, and I love that never too different, man. That's beautiful, because that leaves you with that idea that like, yeah, no one's ever too different to be like appreciated, and that's what it is, right? Like that's fire. Wow, what a banger, man. This one went hard. This is like one of those ones you put on if you're going to like the gym or going on a run or something, and it just gets you hyped and gets you the energy. Oh, Token laying it down again, burning the track with the Backburner. Absolutely fire. Oh man, I hope that you enjoyed. I know that I did. I hope that your week is better than your day, your month is better than your week, and your year is better than your month. Love you all. And I will see you on the next one.